welcome to quarantine session number 39. Yeah, I mean, hey, wow, we're one short of 40. Normally, we would do a major anniversary show for these milestones like the 40th, but this one's going to be a little bit understated. The 40th is still going to be great, still going to be worth watching, but we're kind of putting all of our eggs into the 50th anniversary basket, so that's going to be a barn burner. Today, I'll tell you what, I had a day. I have been a strict stay-at-home quarantiner. Like I walk the dog, but that's about it. That's all that I do, and I'm inside the rest of the day. So I went out to walk the dog this morning, and lo and behold, one of the tires on my car is like half flat or half full, however you want to look at it, but it was low. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So my wife said, well, call and make an appointment. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go over there. So I drove over, and this is like my first time out. It was like a field trip. I was like, wow, this is what it's like to be out in the world again. And so I went to the dealer and I explained the problem. I'm like, hey, the tire's flat. And he said, do you have an appointment? Reasonable question. I'm like, no. And he said, well, we can probably fit you in this afternoon. Do you have a ride? Or I said, oh no, I can wait. He said, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, sure. What else do I got to do? So I got to roam the waiting room, and they had a TV and a lounge chairs, and I watched people out the window and traffic, and it was kind of fun. And he finally came back after several hours, and he's like, hey, you're all set. You had a nail in the tire if anyone cares. And he said, I was like, hey, is there anything unnecessary you want to do? Or, because I got time, nothing but time. And he's like, no, you're all set, which I give him credit for now that I think back on it. But, and then after that, since I was out, I called my wife, and so I went to the store, and she gave me a list, and I went to the store, and I can't help thinking, and you may feel the same, you may feel different, and I don't want to be a politician and have to make these decisions, but I would feel probably safer on a golf course than I did at Wegmans. Like, we were like banging carts and touching stuff and grabbing stuff, and it occurred to me what we really, really need, and if anyone knows anyone that's willing to do this. So like the doctors or nurses, it doesn't matter, but they do those pieces where they grab them after 6 days in a row of 15-hour days, and they come out and they're just haggard, and they're heroes. Don't get me wrong, that's amazing. But what I really want is for one of them, when the TV person interviews them and says, hey, is there anything we can do for you? And if one of them could just say, I'd just love to play a round of golf on my day off, that's what I'm really looking forward to. Well, I think that sort of thing would get through to whoever makes these decisions. So that's what I'm hoping for. If anyone knows anyone, can get a little plug in there. And hey, the trivia, first time ever, no correct answers, 0. So I'm going to go over what I was looking for, where I think everyone made their mistakes, and then we're going to have a 2-sleeve carryover for tomorrow. So stay well, stay healthy, stay safe, and hope to see you soon.
Hi there, this is Mauricio from the Fitness Center. I'm going to show you today a few exercises and stretches to create a better neural control in your pelvic tilt. Okay, very important for your golf swing, especially at impact if you ask your pros. So we're going to start over with some stretches. I'm pretty sure that you have heard about the child's pose stretch. We're going to actually get into this position, and you're going to stretch right in there. You're going to feel that in your lumbar spine, and we're going to move. After 20 seconds, we're going to move to the left. Just walk with your hands side to side. Okay? And then after that, what we're going to do is actually some active movement for your pelvic tilt. So from here, what I want you to do is just think about arching your back and lifting your chin. Go into a neutral position, and then go into a posterior pelvic tilt. I want you to do that about 10 times. Okay? And what I want you to focus on is that I want you to get the movement right from your center of your belly, right from here, okay? So we can get better at doing the movement of the pelvis. So you get to know what a neutral position feels like, okay? Another exercise that you can do is just to create a little more strength in your pelvis is to lay on your back and just press your pelvis or your lower back against the ground. Feel that pressure there and then release it. That's another way to feel where the neutral position, the hyperextension and hyperflexion of the spine will be. Okay? So after you finish about 10 repetitions per exercise, what you need to do is just grab a golf club or an umbrella in this case, and just set up into your posture, golf posture, and from there, without moving your chest, just do that pelvic tilting, arching, neutral, and then posterior pelvic tilt. That will help you to do control from here, what a pelvic tilt is, and that will help you really much in your golf posture. Okay, I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. I hope you all stay safe and healthy. Thank you.
All right, so we've pretty much taught you everything you need to know about your golf swing, short game, putting. So now we're really focused on the mind and body. So here's 3 of my favorite books for working on the mental approach to the game. We got time to read them. This one is great, Tao and the Art of Pooh. Winnie the Pooh was really a 2 handicap and knew an awful lot of stuff. So read those books in preparation for the year. Okay, I'm fully prepared to take all comments after this, but I thought this trivia was much easier than apparently it was. Nobody got this right. So I'm going to tell you what we were looking for. Remember, all complaints can be lodged in writing to the trivia committee. First clue was Greg Norman. Now, Greg Norman, as we know, is known as the Shark. The second clue was Dirk Nowitzki, great player, played for the Dallas Mavericks, which are owned by Mark Cuban. Alan Sherman, the great American folklorist, was the next clue. Did no one make the connection with Sherman tanks? Therefore, the answer was Shark Tank. Man, I couldn't believe no one got that. Anyway, we'll double it up for tomorrow. Here's the trivia for that. Okay, here's today's trivia. I want you to think, so I've given you a peaceful aquarium scene to best meditate on the answer. You've got an uphill par 3, surrounded by woods, you can't see the green. You step on the tee, grab the hybrid, make a magnificent swing. The ball majestically sails through the air and unexpectedly veers to the right, where it finds the tree line. It rattles around. No one sees it come out. Without announcing anything, you immediately reach into your pocket, grab another ball, throw it on the tee. This time, with an overcompensation, hit a violent pull hook to the left. This ball hits a tree and bounces back just short of the teeing box in which you now stand. You walk forward to where you've just hit your second ball. You lay the sod over it and it moves about 60 yards. You again approach it. This time, you leave it short of the green, albeit with a much better swing. On a whim, you walk over to the woods, taking a look for your original ball. Who wants to lose a golf ball? You find what appears to be your ball underneath twigs and leaves. With a heroic mighty lash, and after announcing to your fellow competitors that you have found your ball, you make a magnificent swing which produces a result of the ball trundling out into the fairway. When you get out, you look down and sheepishly notice it's not your ball. Unsure what to do, and upon announcing to your fellow competitors that that was not your ball, you return to what was your second ball off the tee. This time you hit it thin, bladed as a matter of fact. It hits the flagstick and miraculously drops in. Triumphantly, as you walk up to get it out of the hole, you notice your first ball must have hit off the trees and caromed unbeknownst to the group and found its way into the bottom of the cup. What's your score for the hole? Good luck, everyone. We'll talk to you tomorrow.